Hey there, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm King 5 Meteorologist Adam Claibon here with you on the second to last day of 2025. And the last day of the year is looking to be pretty similar to what we had today, meaning more fog in the morning. We'll have more areas of sunshine as we head into the afternoon, and we're going to keep things dry all the way into the nighttime hours. So for any of those New Year's Eve plans that you may have, we're going to keep those nice and almost perfect like. I mean, it is going to be chilly, so we're going to get into that. But what we do expect is enough wind, airflow to be around. So for those fireworks shows, we're not going to get that smoke to kind of collect, especially around the Space Needle here once things start to get going. But here's a look at the forecast. 45 degrees for Wednesday, kind of coolish. We'll be up to around 46 on Thursday as we start off the new year. But midnight, check out that temperature at 35 degrees. Again, a little wind, so that wind chill will be a bit of a factor for tomorrow night. Just prepare for the cold air. It's going to be in place, but again, nothing else to be concerned with other than that. So get ready for the new year, everyone. 2026 is on the way. Look at the forecast. We get past tomorrow, 45. We get into Thursday, up to 46, and then we see more of a warming trend. Friday and Saturday, back up in the 50s. More rain chances, too, to go along with that. And we're going to keep more of those upper 40s and lower 50s for highs as we head through the weekend and into the start of next work week. A bit of a cooler day there for Monday. But again, more rain chances ahead. And we'll get a little mountain snow, too, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. One of the spots that had to deal with more of that fog throughout the majority of the day was right here in Thurston County, Olympia, and our SchoolNet site right there. Time-lapse video from earlier into the day showing that some of the clouds finally broke apart. We got a few of those areas of blue skies out there, but this will be also one of those prime spots again as we head into the night for more fog to develop. Bellingham, cloudy there, but also enough of those thin clouds around that we're getting a nice glow as we get ready to end off the day. And check out the water too, almost very glass-like as things are very calm up there. Our Everett Skycam showing clear skies there, and we also dealt with the fog for quite a bit of a while here into the early part of the afternoon. Things have cleared out there and look pretty nice here in Seattle where we didn't see as much of that fog. Temperatures here into the early part of your evening getting closer to sunset in the upper 40s. We got that wind coming out of the west at about 6 miles per hour. We'll expect as we head on into the night that wind to die off, temperatures to drop quickly, and we're going to be back near that freezing point for early tomorrow morning. And overall, we're going to see temperatures drop pretty close to freezing for a lot of our spots. Yes, including here in Seattle. You can see kind of the progression of that cool down that we're going to have here into the night. But just not that many clouds out there either. Wanted to show you our current temperatures because it does kind of show you the difference between where we did have more of the sunshine and less of the fog throughout the day. Got a bit of a head start on the warming process, and where we did have more of that fog and how it's cooler. So down that way around Olympia, Chehalis, much colder air kind of collecting and holding pretty steady there as temperatures are only in the upper 30s here, pretty close to that sunset time. While other spots got that sunshine and we got up into more of the mid to upper 40s here into your Tuesday. All right, radar is still looking quiet. We have that light shower activity across more of Vancouver Island. The big picture is that things are going to stay quiet here as we head on into the night as systems continue to ride farther to the north with that area of high pressure kind of blocking and guiding us here with more of the clear skies that we have in place. We still have that system that's off to the south that will be coming in from California, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. That will be our next weather maker later into the week. But for tonight, it's again all about the fog and the cool temperatures. Talking about that fog here, you can start to see things developing as we get earlier on into the night because we do have relatively light winds and we really didn't clear out for a long period of time down that way across South Sound and the Chehalis Valley. So that's why you're starting to see that fog is coming back just a bit sooner for us down there. Kitsap Peninsula, too, might be a prime spot for that fog here as we head on into the night, but you're seeing those visibilities down to around 1 mile, 0 miles as we head on into the first part of the night. That's going to try to work its way from south to north as we head on into early Wednesday morning. You can start to see that moving up closer to the parts of King County even as we head on into the earlier part of the day for tomorrow. We're going to hold on to that here for a little while, and depending on where exactly it sets up and where it gets really thick is going to be where we hold down those temperatures to a certain degree or where things will warm up just a bit or where we'll see a little more sunshine throughout the day. I think by the time we do head on into the afternoon, though, because this is 10 a.m., most spots will be back in the clear as far as the fog, and that will start to really diminish as we head on into the evening. And with a little more of that wind flow coming back towards the evening and into the night, we are going to help things out in terms of providing and producing a bit more of that airflow to limit any sort of fog development heading on into Wednesday night, early into Thursday. But at the same time, too, yeah, fireworks smoke, we got to get that air moving so it doesn't really collect all that much. All right, so looking at Futurecast, you can see the dry conditions stay with us as we head on into the night. Just more of those upper level clouds pushing on through. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and seeing just a few more of those clouds moving on by for us at that point. We'll keep that going as we head on into the afternoon, into the evening. That's 8 p.m. Here we are at midnight. Dry, just partly cloudy skies, we'll call it, as we head on into that point here. And then welcome 2026. We'll head on through midnight on into the start of the day on Thursday and heading into New Year's Day. And you can see some of those showers beginning to arrive from the south. Now, I think many of us will stay dry during the morning hours for Thursday. It's not going to be until more the afternoon hours before that rain does arrive, and kind of a bit of a mess. You see what's happening off towards the east right there? That could be an issue if you have any plans traveling over there. Passes should stay in the form of snow, it looks like, as of right now, or at least for most of them. We'll keep an eye out for white pass, but you can see what happens as you go farther east across the state. You are getting a bit more of that pink and peach color showing up, and that's where you have not only just mixing, but you're talking about the potential for maybe some freezing rain over there. So any sort of plans that you might have, you want to really stay focused and keep an eye out for this forecast right here, because that's not going to be fun to try to drive in or travel in if you're heading over that way, or if you're coming back from over across that side of the state, because we're going to have that around, it looks like, through the afternoon and into the evening hours. Nothing but plain rain for us here west of the Cascades. That eventually will start to turn more wet again as we head on into Thursday night, into the day on Friday, as we keep things pretty wet, and we'll keep that going also with another disturbance that will be coming through, heading on into the latter part of Friday and into the weekend. And all of this kind of part of our pattern shift, which is going to bring us more of this wet weather. That's heading into Friday afternoon. You can see some of those showers coming on from the west with that system that's going to be spinning just off of the coast right there. Saturday morning, more rain. The majority of the moisture definitely heavier and definitely thicker as far as some of the precipitation totals as you head farther south into Northern California, parts of Oregon. But we'll get our battles of maybe some heavier rain or mountain snow to go along with that. That's going to hang with us through more of Saturday. Sunday, I think it's more off and on chances, not as widespread. Monday, diminishing that even more so. And then we'll keep that going into Monday afternoon, Monday night, and Tuesday, probably more of a dry day. Rain not really coming back around until the very latter part of the day, and more so probably into the nighttime hours as we head on into that point. Snowfall, got to talk about this right here. Systems are coming through, and snow levels are going to be low enough, but we're not really going to have a lot of deep moisture. And there will be times that we will have some higher snow levels, so we might see more mixing, if not rain here, especially aroend Snoqualmie Pass. And again, over the next 3 to 4 to 5 days, this is through Monday at 11 p.m., around maybe a half a foot, if not just less, around our passes. As you get up more around Baker, the resort there, coming in closer to about a foot of snow here over the next 4 to 5 days. For tonight's forecast, we're back down into the 20s farther south here, Shelton, Olympia, Chehalis, and in Puyallup. Lower 30s around Bremerton and in Tacoma. We'll bottom out around 34 in Seattle, 31 expected in Bellingham, and 35 in Port Angeles. And with the fog around and temperatures near, if not below freezing, keep an eye out for some of that freezing fog. Could be a few slick spots early tomorrow morning. And then looking at your forecast for tomorrow, highs will make their way into the mid and upper 40s as we get ready to end off 2025. Hoquiam coming in at 50 degrees. We'll top off at 49 in Quileute and 43 in Orcas Island. Here's your 7-day forecast. 45 on Wednesday, 46 on Thursday. Only difference there is that we do expect to see more of the showers towards the afternoon and heading into the evening. And then by Friday, we'll expect to see a better chance of rain altogether coming through here for the Friday and weekend time before kind of tapering that off to just a few showers heading on to the start of the following work week. So looks like we are going to keep things nice and dry for those of you who are going to be out at tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. So get ready for a pretty decent forecast here for New Year's Eve. Okay, everyone, take care. Try to stay warm tomorrow morning. Keep an eye out, especially if you're farther south, or maybe some of that freezing fog that could be around early into Wednesday morning. And happy New Year's Eve and happy New Year's. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.